Welcome back to Wednesday Night Standard with Top Deck Productions at GameSwap Mason. We've got another match for you here: Mono Red versus Blue Green Fish.
Woo!
Yeah, deck we were just talking about in Blue Green Fish. So this would be a good.
I think that we're seeing some good tier 1-ish standard decks here. Jury's still out on Fish.
Oh, you meant this matchup?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant. Never mind. Tonight overall as a whole.
Oh.
Like,
no. No.
But yeah, these two decks are they're here and there on MTGO. Obviously, Mono Red is still a thing.
Still a format staple.
Seems like Blue Green Fish is still trying to find the right mix. There's a couple different versions you can play against. The Stompy version, the Big Fatty version, and then like a Tempo-esque version.
I think the Fatty version is the one that's the best against Mono Red. Mono Red not being able to swing through with its creatures and its removal spells being kind of blanked by large butts or hexproof really makes it a difficult matchup for them.
Yeah, so if this is like the go wide list with the was it Jungle Pioneer that makes a 1/1 hexproof fish. That could be problematic.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. I couldn't see who won the die roll, though.
Looks like we have a 4-lander for Doug. Bowmat Courier, Shock.
And On-Crop Crasher, maybe? Luke instantly took a mulligan.
Yeah.
Probably not enough lands. Luke's this is gonna sound funny. Luke's approach to shuffling is very Seth Manfieldish, holding it close to himself because
I was trying to remember who else shuffles like that.
Yeah. I'm not insulted. Like Seth Manfield actually has like smaller hands, so he has to do that. I'm not sure that Luke has as smaller hands as Seth Manfield. Seth Manfield has baby hands, but he definitely has that kind of approach where he shuffles it kind of close to his body. So I definitely get that. I definitely get that vibe. That's a good person to be compared to. In any
so
you know,
comparing you to Seth Manfield
top 3
Magic.
players in the world.
Yep.
All right.
So I think the
so
Fish
Luke
are
won
gonna
the
be on
roll.
play. Yeah.
Thank you for paying attention, Ginger.
Just a island and a pass.
Okay. I see an unclaimed territory in his hand. Nice. Oh. Okay. This is a gentleman that whenever you play Merfolk, or whenever a Merfolk enters the battlefield under your control,
Put a counter on something.
he gets a 1/1 counter. Is it he gets a 1/1 counter, or you put a 1/1 counter on Merfolk?
I think you put a 1/1
It doesn't matter. It's dead
Yeah,
regardless.
it's dead.
Yeah, I think you are correct. I think you are correct. All right. So draw. Play another island here. What's this follow-up?
I think he has a Kamina.
I think he does. But he's not going to start out with that.
Pioneer's a good one.
Yeah, I think so. Good 2-for-1 that if Doug wants to like shock or lightning strike the 2/2 out of the way, Luke is still able to trade the 1/1 with the Bowmat Carrier. It's just a really good roadblock against Doug's deck. Doug has an Abrade, 2 lands, and an On-Crop Crasher. Okay, there is the On-Crop Crasher. Well, we definitely know that Bowmat Courier is not getting. Doug could swing and exert, making it so the 2/2 can't block.
Yep.
Ooh.
So he's going to come in with it.
Okay.
I think I'm definitely blocking the Bowmat. You just can't let Bowmat
million
accumulate
percent.
that many cards.
Yes, so many percentiles.
Did he get his trigger?
He did miss it. He did forget his Bowmat Courier trigger. That is not a May. He does have to put a card underneath it. Or anywhere. I mean, it gets exiled.
Yeah.
So So, okay, we got that card underneath there. If I'm Luke, you're making that trade.
Yeah, I definitely would have blocked.
Yeah, like, you don't know how good or bad Doug's hand is. Doug could legitimately need the cards under that Bowmat Carrier, and in fact, he does. We know what his hand is.
Yeah.
So I think his thought process is, like, maybe Kamina is better with all these creatures out on the battlefield. Was that Lookout's Dispersal in his hand?
I didn't get a good look at it, but I'm surprised that we're getting aggressive with these two creatures here.
I am too. Another on-crop crasher. Something. Am I seeing 2 removal spells in Doug's hand as well? Doug's hand is kind of... It's not bad. Kamina's a 2/4. So unless Doug's willing to double shock...
Yeah, so I think just playing the Crasher here, attacking with everything, and then sacking the Bowmat Courier is probably the...
So he's got an Abrade, a Mountain, and a... Okay, the other last card is a Glory Bringer.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Leave the Bowmat Courier out there for another 2 turns, I guess.
Yeah. I think Luke's entire plan is contingent on this Kamina, though, which is fine. The card's very powerful, and if the game goes much longer, Doug's going to have a hard time dealing with it. But Luke, unless he's got something himself, is going to...
So there's a Adonis Call.
Yes, the Adonis Call's going to put a 1/1 counter on each combat step, most likely on the hexproof Merfolk.
Yeah, yep.
And once you have 3 counters on the creature, it flips over?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then once it flips over, you can pay green, blue, and colorless, and tap it, and target creature gets +X/+X and flying until the end of turn.
Yep, where X is its power.
Where X is its power, yes.
So I don't like this attack here at all. I like staying back on defense, and then at the end of their turn, or before damage, tapping your 3 fish to draw an extra card.
Well, this just puts, you know...
Because now, Glory Bringer coming down, that's, I think that's lethal, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Unless, I don't know what Luke could have in his hand.
Could have a Unsummon?
Yeah, he could have an Unsummon. Unsummon does something.
Yep, so it is an Unsummon.
It is an Unsummon.
All right.
So you take 4, go to 4.
We're potentially looking at a kill on the crackback now, right?
3, 4, 5, 6. Depends on what Luke's draw is, I guess.
So he only has.
So 7 with
green.
that. Yeah, he only has the 1 green. 7 with the enchantment. It looks like he has Lookout. That's definitely Lookout's Dispersal. I don't know what else that could be.
Is that the counter target spell?
If you control a pirate, it costs 1 less. It costs 3. Yeah, normally. So, I mean, he has an answer. Is that a Stormcaller Siren too?
You sure that Lookout Dispersal is not the one where if you attacked with a creature this turn, it only costs 1 blue and it counters the spell? It's got raid.
I've played Lookout's Dispersal multiple times. That looks like Lookout's Dispersal.
So it's got to be a counter of some kind, or else we're just dead to the Glory Bringer again.
Yeah. That... Maybe it is. I'm not sure. Luke's shuffling his cards so fast I can't see it.
But I mean, we have double Exert here. I mean, obviously you can only do it on the 1 creature, but it's going to be 7 coming across if there's no...
So now Doug's abrading. And Luke's going to have to counter this.
So it's another Unsummon.
Another Unsummon, but Luke is still dead to these creatures.
Is he? Yeah, he is. Yep.
Okay. So it's a crash. It's a sorcery, but it can be played as an instant speed if you control Merfolk. Bounce a creature to his hand. Okay. That's a good block. So what happened?
So there's still an... I don't know.
I'm not...
Okay, so I think he scooped thinking it was lethal, but it wasn't because the on-crop crasher couldn't target the Merfolk because it had hexproof. So
Yeah.
you just
either
block,
trade with the Bowmat Courier, or you chump block the on-crop crasher.
Take your pick, and then you've at least got a chance on the crackback. Maybe he just thought there's nothing in my deck. That could, but at the beginning of combat, he puts a counter on the Kamina. It flips the enchantment.
Yeah.
And he just
he actually kills it. He actually had the win.
Yeah. Wow. He actually had the two.
Did Doug scoop? Did Doug scoop?
No, Doug wouldn't have scooped. I think Luke scooped because he just said he'll be on the play. So he actually had...
So Luke actually had the win.
Yeah, Luke had it, but he scooped.
But he scooped.
He actually had the two perfect cards in his hand, too, to deal with Doug's board state.
Yeah!
Wow. Oh, well. You live and you learn.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to put that third counter on Kumena. Flip the enchantment. And then, you know, swing at Doug for 10. Huh.
Maybe.
No, yeah, Ginger. If he survived the turn, he wins the next turn. He flips over. Yeah. He flips over the enchantment, gives his creature double the power. His Kamena makes it 10.
Did he have an actual green source?
Yeah.
He
had a forest.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah.
I was just say if he didn't have an actual forest, but okay.
But then you still try to draw a forest.
Yeah. So he definitely, if he did do all that for no reason, he gave away quite a bit of information in his deck.
How so?
What was that? Gale Strike? Not the unsummon, but the other one.
The one that if you control Merfolk, you bounce a creature and you draw a card.
Doug definitely knows this is like the bounce fish list, not necessarily the stompy or go big one.
Okay. Yeah.
Because not all the fish lists are playing those spells.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I know some fish lists are playing unsummon regardless, but they're definitely not playing the one that bounces a creature and then you draw a card.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching the guy scooping too.
What was the guy playing?
I couldn't even tell you. I just remember him scooping.
And then everyone making a big stink about it.
I
mean, to be fair, that's always been Reduke's motto. That's always been my motto. Make them play it out. Make them kill you, regardless. Honestly, Luke had the win, though.
Yeah, he might have just missed that his own guy had hexproof there.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, yeah, nothing. Definitely cannot compare this to the quarterfinals of a GP, though.
Yeah.
Scooping when you have the win. One's for a lot more money.
Yeah. Wednesday night's pretty casual too.
Yeah.
Not gonna fault Luke too much.
No.
We definitely will let him know after the match.
Yeah. Yeah, we will talk to him. It's always best to I mean, we're not gonna shame him. We're obviously just gonna say, hey man, you missed. It's never good for anybody if you shame anyone or if you're rude about it. It always helps. It always helps. It always helps me. It always helps anyone else if you point out a flaw in someone's play.
And also, it helps change that stigma in the Magic community that, like, you know, we're a bunch of toxic haters for the most part.
We're not League of Legends. Let's calm that down.
We're
definitely.
Bad, but we definitely still have a not great name at times.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. Absolutely. So, Doug took a mulligan down to 6.
So I think that's a colorless land in hand with a Chandra.
Yeah, and then that was the only land.
Like a 5-card hand.
Yeah. So let's throw that back. See if we can get some red sources in there. Luke kept a hand with 2 lands. I mean, Luke's hand is like all 2 drops.
It's fine.
What they should have done is reprint Aether Vial. Then this deck would be like legitimately viable. Silvergill Adept and come in. Oh my
If we didn't get
goodness.
Aether Vial and Kaladesh, I'm not sure what set they'd be putting Aether Vial back in.
How sick would that be? I mean, yeah, it's way too good, but
yeah, it'd be way too good for fish. Like vampires would like get something out of it. Dinosaurs isn't getting anything out of it.
Yeah, its curve is too weird.
Yeah, I guess pirates would get something out
Pirates
of it.
would.
Yeah,
it would make all these tribal
that.
archetypes like legitimate contenders. All right.
Exciting land go.
Oh, he's definitely got a 2-drop. And Doug is going to slam down this
got a
shock.
beautiful promo Silvergill, revealing another Silvergill.
Oh, I love these so much. They're so nice. I'm a big fan. I'm usually not a fan of foils because I'm just not a foil fan in general, but I love the artwork on these Silvergill Adepts. They are beautiful.
They are very nice.
And they're just nice promos in general. Like that, it's a neat promo to have.
So, I notice it more in Standard than I do any other format. But do you feel like in Standard, the utility lands like the Hashheap Oasis, the Ifnir Deadlands, the Scavenger Grounds, do you feel like the average player just completely forgets about them most of the time?
Like just kind of like they're just regular lands to them?
Yeah, like if I'm, getting something out of, I'm playing some kind of a Graveyard Synergy deck and they play a Scavenger Grounds, and then they just pass turn to me when they have the available mana to activate it, and they just kind of let me do it.
Yeah.
Or just, missing a Hashheap Oasis activation when it could have got in some 3 damage when they're flooded on mana.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are definitely some people that forget about it. And, I mean, that's going to be the case with it doesn't matter what the card is. I've seen players not activate Planeswalker abilities. I've seen players not activate cards, on the board state. I've seen players, not shaming Luke, but, I've seen players miss lethal with it staring right there. I mean, regardless, it doesn't really matter what it is.
I feel like it happens more, though, with the lands and Standard.
I do see people miss those lands quite a lot, especially, Hashheap Oasis. More so than probably Ifnir Deadlands, because Ifnir Deadlands, it's hard to miss a removal spell, but the pump on that is relevant, especially in decks like these where your creatures can become unblockable and you can just win the game a turn earlier.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna leave that on top there.
Gonna leave that Commander Speaker on top. All right. He's gonna play his Lord.
And we're gonna take a point to play the speaker, right? Yep.
Yeah. Wow. It's quite a board state. Luke just needs Kamina on this board. Really good.
So Luke's at 118.
Yes. I don't know if you've read Silvergill Adept before.
He actually says gain 100 life.
Actually says gain 100 life. I don't
see how Doug comes back from this.
I mean, he has a Hazard in his hand, but yeah, I really do not see a world where he comes back from this.
Yeah, he had to have sided in a Sweltering Suns or something to come back, but I don't think the red decks are playing that right now.
So this is one of the turns where Luke can play the Kamina Speaker, but I think he needs to activate one of these Hashheap Oases.
Yep. Oh, so he's doing it. All right.
Oh!
Luke's going to make up a little bit.
But he did miss tap. Now he can't play his Kamina Speaker.
Yep.
So 2, 5, so 7, and then 10? 10 coming at you? You think we're going to see the Immortal Sun this round?
No. Absolutely not.
Doug's going to slam down on Chandra, and then Luke's just going to slam down the Immortal Sun. Right all over you. There's the Chandra. She's a coming.
What are we killing?
Probably the Merfolk Branchwalker, considering it's 3 power. Or he's going to plus. He could plus and play an Earthshaker Kenra or a Lightning Strike. I'm not a big fan of that because like the Chandra's still going to die.
Yeah, but if you plus instead of minus, he has to attack it with 2 creatures instead of 1. So I like getting. I think I like plussing to use the Lightning Strike.
Yeah. I mean, here's the other thing. Luke could also have the dive down.
Yeah.
And like if Doug attempts to minus, then Doug's dead. I mean, Doug's probably going to die regardless. Doesn't really matter. If Luke does have an unsummon, he could unsummon this Branchwalker as well and replay it. But he's probably better off. Yeah, he's probably just better off just doing what he's doing now.
Yeah, so hopefully missing that, playing that Kamina last turn doesn't end up costing him.
Now he has the, okay, all right. Now he's got plenty of things to do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sequence this correctly. He does have unsummon.
So if he did play the Kamina last turn, this turn he could have activated the Hash Heap Oasis
And killed him.
That would have been the game again.
Yep. He held up that. He did hold up the unsummon, but I don't think that was necessary.
So we're gonna be putting counters on stuff again here.
Yeah.
And I think you just let him have the Chandra. Just swing at him.
Let him play multiple spells though. Doug's gonna take 3 down to 5. Then I would definitely play that second Kamina Speaker. Like even if Doug plays a creature, you can bounce it regardless. Yeah, yeah. Luke definitely mistapped this last turn, but I mean it's fine. He's still going to win this game. Okay. He's gonna minus on the speaker, maybe.
Yeah, but that's I mean that's still game. You still get a 1/1 counter with the.
Yeah, I don't.
So we're ticking up actually here.
Okay. Yep. And we're gonna be off to game 3.
Yeah.
Here in just a moment.
Still doesn't do anything.
Yeah. I mean, regardless, like Luke would have to see the line, and I would make him see it as well. But he could just put a counter on one of his other 2 creatures and swing all of them at Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. I wouldn't even show him the unsummon.
Yeah. Just win more.
Just swing them all at you. Okay. Now we get more of an idea of Luke's deck and the power level, what it's capable of.
Yeah.
I still think the deck, and this, I mean, this is just my opinion. The deck is really reliant. I felt like Doug had a weak hand there. He mulliganed to 5. He had some removal spells. He never played a 2-drop or a 1-drop. His only creature that he played that game was Earthshaker Kenra. I think unless you have Kumina out, the deck inherently is weaker than most of the other decks in Standard.
Yeah.
Kumina pushes it up. Don't get me wrong. She legitimately helps the most matchups. But unless you have like multiple lords or Kumina, you're probably not winning.
Yeah. You can still take like the go wide approach and then just play down like one of the lords, just the blue-green lord, you know, and trying to get in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kamina's deck definitely relies on Kamina quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, again, we're going to mention, like us on Facebook, hit us up on the Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make sure that you're following all our social media accounts. Shameless plug here from us. I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Start a petition to get Zachary West kicked off commentary.
Please. please. Remove me again. I mean, I'm a big fan of our website. I love going on there and reading our articles and watching our videos, especially your articles with their misspellings. And I mean, you can just tell that Logan.
Mine?
Yeah, you can tell that Logan resides in a trailer.
Oh, well, you know. It's not cool, man.
Well, considering you've written your articles on a typewriter.
Hey, I mean, it's hard to get internet in my trailer.
We need to change you. We need to change your name on there from Logan Reinhardt to local hillbilly resident Logan, or we'll just call you Slick Logan.
Earnhardt works too.
Oh, and we'll change your picture to a we'll change your picture to a wife beater.
You gotta paint my truck up, look like Dale Jr.'s car too.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you for the follow, BJ Bram.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I know it's because of Logan.
Yeah,
that's
it's
because of
me.
It's because of Slick Logan.
Yep.
We just start calling him Slick. I like that, actually. Let's change him from Logan to Slick.
Don't like it. Not a fan.
Too bad. It's sticking. We've got Handsome John Douglas, so everyone should get a nickname.
I feel like I've got the worst nickname.
Really? Do you think you've got the worst nickname?
I mean, I'd rather be Patrick Patricia Narsavage than Slick.
The backstory on that is Patrick Narsavage, he'll go from real happy to upset very quickly.
Yep.
So he's got split personalities, like the movie Split.
Yep.
So we start calling him Patricia. That was one of the personalities in that movie.
Thank
Happy
you for-
birthday to Patrick, by the way. Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is his birthday. I did text him. I texted him this
uh,
morning at 7 o'clock and woke him up.
Thank you
Went
for
on
the
my way to
follow.
work.
Thank you for the follow, Zoolander.
Yeah,
Yeah, Patrick's turning 21 today, finally.
finally.
Hanging out with all of us.
That's
old
why he's not
guys.
here tonight.
Yeah.
He's out doing what 21-year-olds do.
Yeah.
Sit at home and cry into their pillow.
You're not wrong.
All right.
So
Are we? He's exerting here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Doug's
you
definitely getting
definitely
with the
blocked
beats.
that Earthshaker Kenner. Yes. Yeah. Doug has missed land drop. You know it's going to take him a while to get to 6 lands. Yeah, I like that. Now if you're
So-
Luke, I mean Luke's got a
he's got a climb, and I think he's got at least one unsummon.
He's got an unsummon. I see a climb. I
He's
see
got
a
the
Silvergill.
Explorer. He's got the Explorer fish as well.
Does he? Merfolk Branchwalker?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Big fan of Merfolk Branchwalker. Big fan. Show it to him. Draw that card. Is that a Lord?
So
Or is that a Kumena? I could
if
not
he can
tell.
put one more creature out on the board this turn, he's in really good shape because the on-crop crasher is not going to untap with the Exert, and now we're putting out yeah, with this counter going on there, we've got
Yeah.
all of his creatures can
yeah.
basically trade with all of Doug's creatures at this point now.
Yeah. The only legitimate hard threat that it is like Merfolk that has an issue with, excuse me, is Hazoret. And Doug is far and away he's
Yeah.
way off of Hazoret.
Yeah.
Not even a consideration as of right now.
So we've
So-
got a Karizev. He's got another Karizev in his hand.
Yeah.
too, so that was a really bad draw for Doug.
I think
Is that 2 more on-crop crashers in his hand?
is it?
It's
Or,
both
those
the same
or is that
card.
a lightning strike? Are those lightning strikes? I believe those are lightning strikes, but I'm not 1,000% sure.
So
So what was Luke's draw for this turn? The another
Yeah,
Kamina speaker. So he put one into the graveyard and then drew one anyways.
I like playing the speaker and the Hadana's climb here.
Yeah. I do too, and I like putting the counter on the Merfolk Branchwalker. Or you could put it on the Silvergill Adept. Put it on the Silvergill Adept and like get in there. I guess that's bad against another on-crop crasher, though. So maybe you don't. Maybe you just kind of...
So just a misbinder there out of Hidama's Climb. I think we mistook that for the wrong card.
Yeah. I agree.
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
So now Doug is going to be on the back foot here.
I think those are lightning strikes in his hand, aren't they?
I still can't tell.
I cannot tell if they're lightning strike or something else. Well, they are not lightning strike. I think we found out. Unless Doug has like a really good follow-up this turn, I do not see him winning this game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure on this board.
Luke's got a ton of cards in hand.
Are maybe those Hazarets? I think they're both Hazarets.
Yeah.
Okay, so they weren't lightning strikes. I could only see a little piece of the corner.
Yeah.
So double Hazaret is not good.
Yeah, table spotter's telling us those are Hazarets.
Yep. Yep, now we can tell. Yeah. This is no bueno. And Luke's going to unsummon at the end of turn. So he's going to unsummon at the end of turn, play the enchantment, put a count. Oh, yeah. Doug is in a world of hurt. Oh.
Yeah, I think you just take this.
Yeah, you 100% take this. Oh. You got to unsummon that carry Zev at the end of turn. There you go. Unsummon. I mean, that honestly puts Doug to dead.
Just, yep.
Straight up.
Luke doesn't know that because he doesn't know it's double Hazard.
Is that an entrancing melody in his hand? Yeah, it is. Wow. That card.
Kapala.
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 Wow. And then, yeah, this is 12 damage. Yep. 12 damage coming at you. There we go. Good games.
So, Luke makes up for his
earlier misplay.
Yeah, his game 1 misplay. We're about to go chat it up with him about it now.
Yeah.
But
we'll let him know about that, and we'll be back with round number 3 here very soon. So thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. We'll be right back.
And I'm afraid that's something I cannot allow to happen.